Alright, so the important thing is that we need at least 2 inches about on each one of these. So we're going to have 2 here and 2 here to make 4, and then the center piece anywhere like 5 inches, 5 inches and over. So this board at 6 is going to be long enough to do these. I'll need 3 pieces here. Excuse me, I'll need 4 pieces here. So we're going to come to the table saw. We're going to scoot this up here until this blade just barely touches that edge. Then we cut it this way, we'll have a square piece essentially. We want to check these for square, so they're flush there, and then if we just turn one piece over, it should be flush again. It's a little proud there, but it ought to work. So the next thing we have to do is cut 4 of those little buggers. I'm going to make mine 2 inches this time. Instead of, we could go 1 3/4, it would work. So we're going to go 1.5 inch drill. Let's go 1 3/4 on each one of them. So cut 4 pieces, 1 3/4. Okay, with these, we got to drill through the center. The easiest way to drill through the center is, if you can see, go corner to corner and make a line. Go corner to corner, make a line, so that we have a center point right there. Okay, we're going to do that with all 4. Alright, so to get your drill to hit the center, you need a starter hole. So you just line up a nail and hit it. Then the drill has a place to hit. Do it on all 4. So we have 3/8 inch dowel, but if we make it like that, it'll be too tight. So you're looking for something at least probably here or maybe there for that size, but don't get too big, just enough to give it some slop. So I'm thinking that this bit right here is going to be perfect for what I need. Just a little bit bigger, and then we'll drill the holes. Okay, in order to drill it, we need to line this thing up straight. So I'm kind of eyeballing this edge, and keeping it straight in there, and then tighten that thing up so it holds it tight. Straight up the edge. You can even get a little bit tight and then tap it with a hammer. Line it up a little bit better. Good. Don't try to drill your hole by holding this. It'll rip it out of your hands and hurt you bad. Make sure that you've locked it into here. Okay, make sure and adjust your piece up high enough. So if we loosen the back handle, it's loose. You can kind of twist and pull this up. That's about right. Tighten the back handle and you get it where you want it, tight. Alright, now we want to go almost down to the bottom, so we're going to set a depth gauge. Come over on the other side, cameraman. Shoot back so they can see this gauge right here and that. So you might have to step back. Alright, we're going to go all the way down until we almost come through, right? This little guide here makes it put a stopper so that we can't crank any farther. So we want to tighten that down in there, then we can't go through it. We have a stopper. We come down until we hit the stopper. Okay. Get it in there. Make sure it's flat and level. So we're going to drill straight into it. So push down on it. Start the drill press. It should kind of hit that pilot hole and be good to go. And then just drill down. Drill a ways, and then let some out. And then drill a ways, and let some of that out. Drill a ways, let some out. All the way to the end of the stopper. Three more to go. Just make sure not to set it on top of this sawdust because it'll make this wiggle, knock your board off. Make sure it's clean before you start, and then do your other one. I'm going to go right here. Okay, we want to be able to insert this piece, but it can't stick out past it, so we can go no farther than that mark there with all of them. The fact is, I'll probably cut it a little bit shorter than that. So if this is reading at 1.5, I think I'll cut all mine at 1 3/8. I need 4 of them, so I'm headed to the chop saw. We're going to round this edge just a little bit. I'm just going to be on the sander. Give it a little relief. Not bad. Before we go to put them in, you want to make sure, get those in and make sure it doesn't come over the lip. So we got all four. You can back up just a little bit, give them a wider view. There you go. We got all four there. And now we're going to start gluing them in. So the way I glue them in is I typically put one in, then I'll use this other piece as my spacer, and then I can put the other one in here, right? So that gives me the exact space I need for those to fit well, and then I'll clamp and glue it. But that's the idea. So either I'll just keep filming and I'll try to do this without making a huge mess. My glue bottle broke, so I'm just going to use a puddle and wipe it on. I'm going to use plenty. Plenty of glue is always good. They try to get you to do both surfaces, but I don't want glue everywhere, so I'm just going to do this one. And I'll glue this one. Okay. And again, we need to put this thing in to know where to glue that. It's not very easy with shaky old man hands. We'll do our best. Okay. About there. I want to balance this. Try to get them kind of lined up. And just give it a little bit of pressure. So they kind of start to stick. Squeeze in a little bit. That's better. Alright, so we have a start with them. Now, we got to get them in a clamp. This is kind of the hard part. So this clamp's got to be straight. We got them straight. Now we just have to go easy and kind of, this will make your brain hurt trying to tighten this up evenly. But you'll get it. And tighten them. Are they still good? Kind of check both sides. There's a little crack there. Now is when you want to clean up your glue. This one's off a little bit, so I'm going to try to bang that down with a hammer. I'll just use this other block. It's pretty flush now. That looks good. Alright, wet cloth. Get the table where your glue is messing up and get your wood piece. Get all the glue off. Now's the time to do it. Get it on the inside. And we got that one. Now we just got to glue the other piece. Okay, these two need to be put away somewhere safe for overnight. And you need to clean up all your glue. Clean up more than you left.